So I'm Michelle. I'm here to learn English and enjoy with all of you. I'm a meet entrepreneur, crocheter and announcer studying UX design. For now, that's it.
Krislana, what about you?
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Crislana. I'm 18. I live in São João, Bahia. I'm a Spanish hoster here at TNT and I learn English.
Great. Are you an English hostess?
No, Spanish.
Spanish, okay. Cool.
Pedro?
Good morning, guys. My name is Pedro. I am 27 years old. Recently, I got my degree in social service. Currently, I work in a hospital in administration part or service, and let's talk, let's practice.
I am Atamis, of course. Who else? I'm from Minas Gerais. I'm a dietitian, I'm an artist, I'm practicing to be a host on TNT. So if I sound nervous today, please forgive me. And I'm 35, so pretty old. That's it. Melissa. Sorry.
What's that? So, I'm Melissa, but you can call me Mel. I'm 19 years old. I'm about to turn 20, and I'm freaking out. But anyways, I'm here as a hostess for a month. No, I've been here at TNT for a month, and I'm a hostess right now, and I'm pretty happy with that. Nowadays, I'm trying to get into a psychology college. I'm struggling. I've been struggling a lot, but anyway, I'm super eager to start out the conversation. That's it.
Well, let's do it. The first question is, what are your thoughts on that video? I believe Pedro didn't get it the time.
No.
But okay.
I don't know what is the video.
The video was about two people talking about having or not having children, and they have opposite opinions, very aggressive and different opinions. So it's pretty much that. So a guy he thought was terrible to have a child, and the woman, she said it was a natural instinct. So that's the grand deal. So Krislana, okay. What are your thoughts on that video? Are your points of view similar to one of those guests on this topic?
Oh, it's so difficult, but I think it's the will of a person. You can have a kid or not to be able to have a kid, and it's okay for me. I think we only need to respect the life of the other people.
Melissa, want to hear from you.
Guys, I'm so sorry, but I kind of agree with the guy on that video. I think that's why I'm a teenager, no? I still have a mindset as a teenager, so I hate the world, I hate everybody. I'm afraid I'm kind of like that. I'm trying to dissociate myself from this version of mine, but as Krislana, I'm totally okay with that. I think that being a mother or a father, it's like of a capacity, you know? Are you capable of being a mother or a father, you know? I don't think it's like, oh, you get me, right? I don't think it's like a thing. I think the people have to be capable of that, you know? I think it's a competence. Being a mother or father is a competence. That's my point on that.
Michelle.
So Mel, I'm 40 years old, so the problem is not to be younger. The person needed to be mature and capable to have children, because I don't want to be a mother now, because I have a conservative mind, because I believe that I needed to have a husband, I needed to have a structure, and now I have a problem to take care of me. So why I need to have a child? I can't have a child. I talk about it myself. I respect people that decide to have a children. But when I look around, I see a lot of people that's not capable, is not interesting, and don't understand the responsibility to have a children. This kind of situation is a problem for me, because these children will be around me, and I needed to help them to take care. That's the problem. It's a global problem. It's not a problem, individual problem. I'm a little bit strict about this question. I start to laugh a lot during the video, because I don't agree with both of them, because they are in the extreme, in extreme opinions. We needed to have a balance in this situation.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Yeah, I agree with them in many points, and I disagree with them in many points, because like the way they talk, it's like you have to, and I don't think you have to anything in this. So, but I agree with the guy in many points, and I agree with the woman in many points. But about myself, I don't want a child. No way. Thank you very much. Pedro, that's about you.
So I couldn't see the video, but I understand now that I respect both opinions. If you want to have, if you don't have, don't have, right? But I think for be father and mother, you need to be capable, and you need to have time enough for you and for children or kids. I don't know. And in our time nowadays, I don't know if we have time enough, right? Because we have to take our home, take care our home, take care ourselves. Sometimes our father or mother, because she or he is older, right? And we need to study, and I don't know, but nowadays we have a lot of things to do, and have a kids needs to be patience and time. And I think the main cause, I don't know why, but the main cause is love for be father and mother, right? That's my point.
Good. So the second question is, I used to have kids, but then I realized I was excited to have someone who would look up to me and share my interests. I didn't want a child. I wanted to be a mentor. Do you relate with this statement? Michelle.
I'm a little bit confused with the point, and I can see the questions. Someone could just send, please.
I'm sorry, of course. Can you hear? So we are on the second question. I took this statement from a site, an interesting site. like people were giving their opinions on having or not to have kids, and I found this one pretty interesting. Michelle, can you see it?
Yes, now I can see. So I think this person needs a psychologist because there's a conflict. I don't agree with this statement. People need to understand ourselves first, decide what they want to do, not after you have kids that don't know what they want or they don't know this word. That's the point. I agree with the man in the video, because people don't ask, I want to born and I want to live in this chaos that is the word. So people are living without have a real decision. They have a thinkings and start to do things. It's not a real decision. So now she wants someone to look after her kids or his kids. It's a kind of irresponsible action for me. I was laughing because I'm not good to talk about it. I'm so critical person. So sorry. It will be alive on YouTube, but it's okay. I am afraid to die to someone killing me in the future.
No, chill. Like, it's important to be respectful, but take things off your chest, you know? Be honest. That's okay. We will protect you if ever you get threatened. Chill.
Um,
Can I speak out on this question?
Go ahead.
So Michelle said at the first question that all comes down to maturity. I'm totally with you on that, and I just realized that I'm not mature enough. Like, I don't have this maturity. And on the second question, I kind of feel like that because, to be honest, I have a lot of questions with myself, you know, a lot of things that I have to fix psychologically. And I'm totally relate with this statement because I kind of feel like a mentor if I had a child. I think I would be, I don't know. I think I don't have the empathy to raise someone different than me. And I am glad that I can recognize it because the first step is recognize our weaknesses and all the things that we need to improve on ourselves. And so at this point, I'm happy that I can recognize that I have to improve in many, many aspects of my personality, of my mindset and perspectives through the road. That's it.
Krislana, what do you think about it?
Oh my gosh, it's a difficult question too. But I think this person is wrong because the person are, I don't know, planning a life with another person to be happy and receiving and the dreams or the projects of the another person to, I don't know, become to have a good life with this person. But if you had another expectations, another dreams, and you are with another person with different dreams, can be oh my gosh, can be bad because it's different, has a difference, and you never should change for another person, for the dreams of another person, you know.
Pedro, what do you think about it?
I think the second question is relationate. I don't know. It is about the movie too, right? The scene too, like a man and woman.
It's a random one.
Not really. It's not related to the video, but
Okay. Okay. I think is a good questions and a problem questions, but it is important to discuss this, and nowadays is important because I think our society is breaking or broken many, I don't know, guys, padrões. Como seria? How can I say padrões?
Standards, patterns,
How?
standards or patterns.
Thank you. Our society is breaking standards, right? Standards. Yeah, thank you. And I think it's important because in decades ago, it's a terrible, but a woman that separated her husband. She was she was saw for society that a terrible person is a man. Oh my God, it's terrible. So I I think that I leave the theme the subject, but it's a good question, guys. But that's it. I don't know. I I think that I don't answer very well, but let's go on. That's it.
Nice. We gave us another point. So, like the world was more sexist than now. I believe, yeah. So I think I really have a different point of view of this statement, because I don't know how many times I heard people saying, you don't want to have a kids, who will look after you when you get older? Nurse? I don't know. you can have a child and raise to look after you when you're old. That's not fair for me. So or to teach what I would teach is that's so many people think like that. I don't want to be alone when I get older and that kind of thing. So I want to teach what I know. You can I agree with the guy on the video, because he said that you can adopt. Maybe I will adopt one day, because it's different. You don't have to have a child or your biological. For me, is not necessary. But yeah. So let's move on. Number 3, the number of ways parents can screw up their kids really bothers me. It's better not have a kid than to have one and you not be able or want to care for them. Do you agree with this statement? If so, can you share any examples of parents, guardians screening up their kids? Melissa, I want to hear your opinion.
Okay. First things first, let me make myself clear on the previous question. So when I mentioned about mentoring child and that, it's kind of a thing that I'm taking off my chest, because I feel that pressure because of my mom. I understand her backstory, so I kind of feel this. So yeah. On the third question, fortunately or unfortunately, I've came across people who humiliate their child, their children, and I also deal with people who are very traumatized, because of a unfortunate childhood. So an example of screwing up their kids is like humiliating. I got a neighbor who, on a daily basis, humiliate their children, kind of destroy their self-esteem. So I think there are a lot of people who shouldn't have these children. So it's kind of like in general, in a overall, I think there's so many ways that I can't think of one, but that's it. That's my point on it. I think I wasn't clear enough, but
No, yeah, I got it. I think there are many people just shouldn't have kids at all. Many, like Bolsonaro. Okay, Pedro.
I don't have kids, but Bolsonaro has, and a lot. It's terrible. I don't have kids. My brother and his wife has one. He's born 1 year ago, and he's a baby. But my neighbor has a child, and when he comes to the yard or street with his son, and they are playing soccer or playing games with balls, this father claims, né, guys? Reclamar, claims. I think claims.
Complain.
Thank you very much. TNT is awesome because always. So he complains and shout with his child, and the kid always is give up to the play because his father shouts a lot, and I don't agree with them. He's a child. Oh my God. Oh, kick right. Take right the ball. Oh my God, it's a play, right? It's a play. Playing football, playing soccer, playing with balls, I don't know. And it will be fun, right? Or should be fun. And the kid I don't know, the kid stays so sad, and sometimes he cries, and oh my God, I think, oh, he's a father. He's trained, his talk, he needs to be more patient. And I think, I don't know, but it will be this man or prepare to be father. I don't know. It's, sometimes it's terrible sin.
There are many examples. So
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, Michelle.
I was thinking about a couple when split up, and any one of them decide to talk about the children and start to fight and put the children in the middle and started, don't do this with them, don't do that, take the children there, take the children, blah, 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 but the children needed a safe place to live. I don't understand this kind of ex-couple that make this mess and think, oh, my children will be perfect after this chaos. This kind of things make me crazy. And I'm not so balanced person when I see these things, because the last time I saw a mother in the supermarket talking with her daughter. So you don't know how to pick things. You sleep all day. I stopped her and said, "Oh, you're a mother. Did you teach her to do these things, or start to screaming here because I don't need to listen it?" So first teach her talk calm. Don't scream this way, because if you scream, I think I will not do anything. And I think she's right, because she's in silence now. And you are making things that is horrible in public. The woman looked at me and, yeah, yes, sir, miss, yes, I don't like it. I was saying I'm not good for this question, but moving on.
I think you're right. I really think you're right. I because there are people think it's reasonable shout out with the children or beat children. They have to learn in this way. My mother used to beat me, and I didn't learn anything. I learned how to hate her sometimes. I love her, but at the time I hate it. Like, why my mother, the person I love so much, is beating me, is causing me pain? That's wrong. And it's unfair. It's unfair. It's a child, it's a kid, you are adult. That's, for me, it's just impossible. So Krislana, what do you think about the third question?
I agree with part of the sentence, because I saw sometimes on my city or neighborhood that there's some parents putting the expectations and dreams on their children. And this is totally wrong, guys, because we can have a child to be a mini project of ourselves. They should have their own dreams, and we should respect them with their own trust, because sometimes the father has a dream, oh, my son needs to be a doctor or a lawyer, but sometimes the son has the other dream. For example, I want to study drama, but I don't know how what my parents think about it, but for me it's totally okay, and I want to be happy with this profession. But some parents don't respect, and sometimes say get out to his children with the lifestyle or dreams. So it's terrible, this situation.
It's very important what you said. Many parents put their expectations on their child, and that's unfair. And then you'll be frustrated in the future, or the child or the parents. That's what happened, in my opinion. That's important.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, the fourth question is, do you have any personal reasons for not wanting to have kids? And what about having kids? Are there any personal reasons as well? Okay, Pedro.
So currently I think the main choice is money. Is money. Milk, or I don't know, how can I say, fraldas? Fraldas. I don't know,
Diapers.
guys. Diapers.
No,
Thank you.
Diapers.
Diapers is very expensive, and baby's food is very expensive too. Yeah. I I saw my brother and his wife's last week, and oh my God. And papinha, baby food is very expensive. But when I had my first relationship, me and my ex girlfriend, we thought sometimes to have a baby, but now I think, oh my God, we were teenagers and we don't have enough, right? And a lot of times we are impulsioned by our parents because our parents married early and our mothers had babies early, 18, 20, 22. But okay, it's other decade. But now, nowadays, I think, oh my God, is if we had a kid nowadays, how we were feeding or talking with his kid or kids. I don't know, maybe Jimmy. I don't know. But nowadays, I don't want to have kids because I have others plans. I want to learn English. I want to study more, and now I want to have more free time to do my things, right? And that's it. I don't prepare now to be a father.
But if you got all your plans, you have any reason, a personal reason to have kids?
Like a good question. I don't know, but answering this question, a good reason for to be a parent is you can how can I say experimentar? I don't know
Experience.
experience. Okay, thank you. When you to be a father or mother, you earn a second time to live again because our childhood is end, right? Our In my case, my teenager is over. So in my kid, in my son or my daughter, his begin again the way child, teenager, and I don't know, but I can leave or I could leave this age again, right? Is for me is a good reason maybe to be parents, be father or mother. It's a philosophy question. I don't know, but
Yeah. It's a difficult question. Like,
yeah.
but yeah, you got it well. Krislana, what about you?
Oh my gosh. I think about having non-biological and biological children too, but I don't know. I think I only have the dream. I don't know how this dream started, but I only have this dream.
But do you have any reason to don't have a kid?
No.
Okay.
This
Michelle.
TNT is very hard.
Yes.
It's deepy. It's deepy. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Michelle, I'm excited to hear your opinion.
Yeah, after you said that you had a problem with your mother, I feel comfortable to share the same. So I have some traumatic experiences that make me think more about it. To be honest, I think if I didn't have the problem I had, I would have a children, but I need a man. I need a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. I need a man that asks me to marry it. And after I need to have a house, after I need to have a good place, a good word to live with this family. So there is a lot of points before I decide to have the children. But my childhood wasn't good, so I'm afraid to be equal my parents. That's my problem. And I have a lot of time to spend in psychologist before to answer this question correctly. That's my point.
Melissa.
That's totally it that I was trying to say. I'm totally with you, Michelle, on that. I'm scared to death to be like my father or my mom. No, my mom, she has some issues here and there, but she's a grateful woman. She's a solo mom, and that's why I look up to her. And but I'm pretty afraid to mess up with my kids, like because as I mentioned it, I have a lot of issues that I must work on psychologically. So, and also, I'm with Pedro on that as well. I think I don't have a structure to have children, and money at all, don't have money at all. And I got a lot of plans that I want to achieve, a lot of goals that I want to achieve, and of course, and for sure, a baby would be a problem. That's for sure. So I don't want to mess up my kids. That's my personal reason for that.
I think on Netflix we have Love That Robots, and the second season has a episode that brings the discussion. It's a society and is prohibited. You have a kid. Yeah, it's a philosophy question. It's interesting. And second season, the first season is awesome.
Can you share on chat in the chat the name of the series, please?
Okay, it's easy. Love That Robots on Netflix. Love That Robots. If you write love and Netflix on Netflix, but I send you.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Please send the link of the video we watched in the beginning of the session, please, too.
Of course. At the end of the session, we'll send you.
Okay, let's move on to the fifth question. Women are not only supposed to have children, they are supposed to want to. What are your thoughts on this statement? Yes, they have supposed to want to. That's my thoughts. I agree. And that's it. Okay, Melissa, what do you think about it?
So, what was the number? Oh, the fifth one. So, I'm trying to make my point on it, even though I came up with this question. But yeah, I think this question comes down to sexism, that every woman has this instinct to have a child, this natural way to have a child. And no, first of all, not only women, but men as well, but mainly women, we have to want to, we have to want to, because as I mentioned before, I think having children is a capacity. I think we have to think to ourselves, am I capable to have a child? I think it comes down to a capacity. And that's it. I think I was clear enough. That's my point on that.
I just want to add something. I think many women, they think they want, but just because the society has put a pressure on them. So I have friends, they had children, and when they got it, they said, I didn't want it. I thought I wanted, but so it's not just it's a social thing. It's not just a cultural as well. So yeah, you have to really want. It's hard. Keep your point on not having kids, because always people say, oh, you are almost 30. you have to have kids. You are 35, you are not having kids. You have a husband, in my case, you're not having kids. Why you don't have the kids? If you know,
Yeah.
it's always the same. You're getting old, just all the time. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Pedro, what do you think about it?
I agree with you girls because it's sexism and in Brazil mainly. A lot of families is composed, I don't know, composed or be to single mothers. My family is a single mother that she created 2 boys, right? And I never see my father. And normally asks for anybody asks for women's you are you happy? What do you want? But asks, you don't have kids. Why you don't have kids? Why do you don't want to a husband? Why it's I don't know. It's strange because the women's for society needs to be connected with a kids and with a man's and why and they are liberty. They are free for to do every choice. But it's a terrible questions, né? Anybody asks if you want to be happy, if you are happy, but asks about your man, your boyfriend, or your relations, right? If woman or man, but and kids, it's most important that then your kids, right? Your future family. It's a bullshit, man. I don't agree with them.
That's
Sometimes,
so
sorry, go ahead.
That's so it. Guys, we are running out of time. There's another meeting. We have to wrap up this. I'm sorry, Artemis.
Sorry, I didn't watch the talk so good, and I forgot.
Oh, is arriving the end?
Yes.
Oh
we
my
have another
god.
meeting, so I gotta be quick right now. So guys, it was amazing. How was it for you guys? Did you enjoy this conversation? There are a lot of disagreements. That's awesome. We disagree with each other, but respectfully, and that's the main thing. So here we go. The link of the video, if you want to check it out again, just copy the link. Here you go. And how was it for you, Alex, Luis, Thiago, Kuzaya, Jordan? Did you enjoy the conversation?
Oh yes,
It was nice.
I hope so. That's awesome.
We didn't have any questions, but we just talking about the video. And it's basically if you want to have kids or not, and why. And Thiago and Kuzaya have kids, so they tell us the experience with kids.
Awesome. That's awesome. We had a good chat here in the main room. So guys, I gotta stop it now. So please, Artemis sends the link. If you really enjoyed this conversation, please fill out the feedback. So here we have Artemis and Melissa as a hostess.